Since the release of the first iPhone in 2007, Apple has radically changed the look and functionality of the iPhone over the years. Let's see how the design has evolved on all iPhone models. Back in 2007, when Steve Jobs presented the first iPhone at the Macworld conference with a 3.5-inch capacitive touchscreen, an aluminum and plastic case, and all-round home button, the first iPhone managed to impress, being an innovative phone for that time. A year later came the iPhone 3G, which had a more rounded and ergonomic design, and the back was made of glossy plastic. The iPhone 3GS was an improved version under the hood, but kept the same design as the iPhone 3G. Apple completely changed the design when it introduced the iPhone 4. It had a stainless steel metal frame and two glass panels on the front and back. For iPhone 4S, Apple kept the same design and improved the performance. Apple didn't go far with the design for the iPhone 5. It was still bigger, thinner, and lighter, and came with the same aluminum frame with a metal black and glass top and bottom edges. The iPhone 5S had a similar design, but with a metal ring around the home button. The iPhone 5C was a cheaper and more colorful version of the iPhone 5, featuring a polycarbonate plastic design instead of metal and glass. Released in 2014, the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus had a new design, more rounded and thinner than previous models, with a metal case on the back and sides and a glass panel on the front. At the same time, Apple was also changing the design of the buttons for volume and silent mode. The iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus had the same design as the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, but were made of a stronger alloy of aluminum and glass. The iPhone SE was a smaller and more affordable variant of the iPhone 6s, but with a design similar to that of the iPhone 5s. In 2016, Apple released the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, which had a similar design to that of the previous models, only the appearance was updated. Apple didn't go far with the design for the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus either. However, they had an improved look, having glass on both the front and back to allow for wireless charging and aluminum frames. The iPhone X came with a radical design change, glass body, stainless steel frame, and OLED screen that occupied almost the entire front surface, and no home button and a notch. The iPhone XR was a cheap and more colorful version of the iPhone X, with a similar design. The more powerful and larger versions, iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max, were built on the same way. Launched in 2019, the iPhone 11 followed a similar design as the previous generation, but with a new design for the camera, and with an aluminum frame and glass on the back. The iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max were larger and had stainless steel frame, and the back had matte textured glass. The 2020 iPhone SE did not come with anything new, having a design similar to that of the iPhone 8. The next generation, iPhone 12, introduced a new design with straight edges and a minimalist look. The iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini had an aluminum frame and glass on the back, being at the same time one of the toughest sandwich glass smartphones. The more powerful and large variants, iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max, had the same design but with a stainless steel frame. The iPhone 13 series continued on the same design line as the previous generation, but with small changes in the camera area, with a 20% smaller notch than on the iPhone 12, which made it look wider. The iPhone 14 series comes with the basic design as the previous series, but with thinner bezels and dynamic island on the Pro models, which gives it a more modern and sleek look. In addition to the performance improvements brought to the iPhone 15 series, it has an overall footprint almost identical to the iPhone 14 series. However, the iPhone 15 has more rounded and ergonomic edges, comes with dynamic island on all variants, and the available color palette makes it even cooler. The Pro and Pro Max models also replaced the stainless steel frame used on the previous Pro models with a titanium frame, which makes them lighter and more durable. The iPhone 16 retains the general size and shape of the previous model, with an aluminum frame and titanium on the Pro models respectively, with slightly tapered edges and a matte glass finish on the back. The biggest change is in the camera style. Apple adopts a new and old vertical camera arrangement on the iPhone 16, returning to the pill shape. The reason for the change is purely practical: spatial video. Another big change to all versions of the iPhone 16 is the buttons. It has an action button, which replaces the volume rocker, as well as a brand new control for quickly launching the camera. Oh, and in terms of colors, the iPhone 16 comes in more vibrant shades, which looks great. So after 17 years of life, the iPhone represents a remarkable evolution in the mobile phone industry in every way. What do you think of how the iPhone has come to look today? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button because more interesting videos are on the way. So, see you next time.